Shit. All right. So, welcome back to another requested reading. It is May 16th. It's a Saturday and it is 9:10 a.m. This will be a requested reading for Eric Ruiz and Lily Rowland. Okay. Um, According to Google, I believe Eric is a Capricorn and Lily is a Pisces, if Google is right. All right, so let's get started. As you can see, all of the cards have been pre-shuffled with these two in mind, but as always, I'm going to shuffle them again. All right, so here we go. These are the African Goddess Rising cards, and I want to ask two questions. I want to know what spiritual energy connects Eric and Lily, and then I want to know what goddess oversees their connection. Okay, so this is what we're going to use to get two cards on these two. All right, at the bottom of the deck, okay. At the bottom of the deck, we got level up. All right, number 39. All right, so when it comes to these two's energy, it's possible that the both of them or one of them could be leveling up. All right, so maybe this is what this reading is going to be about. The person wants to know what their relationship was all about, but maybe their relationship is finna level up, or maybe as individuals they're about to level up on some type of level. All right. Oh, secrete lust, isn't that something? Secrete, sacred, whatever. Okay. Funny. All right, here we go. What we got for these two? Can I get one card for the spiritual energy that connects Eric and Lily? All right, and then this next card is going to be the goddess that oversees their connection. So the energy that oversees the connection, you guys. All right. Ooh. Okay. So ether quartz. Remember, I just said a level up. Okay. Either together or separately. The ether core is all about cutting something off, okay? So when it comes to their relationship, their connection, something is going to be cut off. If it hasn't happened already, something's going to be cut off, okay? And maybe that will allow them to level up as individuals or something like that, okay? But there's definitely a cutoff here, okay, with the ether core being at the bottom of the deck. So let's get on into it. What spiritual energy connects Eric and Lily? It was a miracle that they even ended up in whatever connection that they ended up in. Okay, so let's talk about it. So how these two how they connected or whatever, it kind of happened out of nowhere with miracles being right here. The spiritual energy that connects them, miracles, okay? So I don't know if this was unexpected. I don't know if it was a chance meeting. I don't know what it was, but with miracles being here, 42. Haha. It says you are a magnet for miracles. You are a miracle. What it says, what if you truly allow yourself to believe all things are possible? Dare to dream bigger. So here's the thing. Um, these two connected damn near like a wish, you know what I'm saying? You know how you wish you manifest something to happen and you be like, damn, it actually really did happen. Um, these two wanted to connect with each other on some type of level, but what I'm feeling like is when they connected, maybe it wasn't what they expected. I don't know how long ago or how recent, you know, these two were, whatever they had. I don't know how long ago it was. But you claim, it says, you claim you want miracles, but you take and I'll believe it when I see it approach. What? You claim you want miracles, but you take and I'll believe it when I see it approach. See, that's crazy. What if you see it after you believe it? What if you will see it after you believe it? It says, believe that you deserve to be. Do have the world you want for yourself. Do you have the world that you want for yourself? You can be your true self. Do what awakens your soul and have desires. This is a life miracle. You haven't witnessed your miracle yet today. Ask for it and allow it to happen. My life is full of miracles. So, they really didn't expect to meet and connect like they did. One of the two of them didn't. They really didn't, you know what I'm saying? They wished for it, but like I said, when it came true, it's like, what? What? I can't believe that type of shit. So, yeah, that's when it comes to their spiritual energy connection that connects them. It was basically like a miracle, you know what I'm saying? Not miracle like in, whoa, not like that, but it really wasn't supposed to happen like that, to be honest. But anyway, let's look at this card right here. Now we're going to see what energy now that they had connect with miracles, what energy oversees the connection. Soul forgiveness, exactly. Yeah, because it's like we will want something a lot, and then when we get it, it's like, damn, I don't even really want this. Okay, so what energy oversees the connection? Let's go over to soul forgiveness. Interesting. It's the lovers right here. It's the temple, which is the lovers right here. Okay, and it says, what do you need to forgive? Let it go and reclaim yourself. Forgiveness is a gift of freedom for you, from you, for you. You can't rush forgiveness. You have to feel it, heal it. Feel the pain, the hurt, the grief, the rage. Ooh, my lights just blinked. In despair, take time with your heart. Forgiveness is a high vibration frequency than the pain you must allow yourself to feel. Forgiveness colors your world with lack, mistrust, and resentment. You start to see everything through victim colored glasses, but forgiveness does not include reconciliation. Start with self forgiveness. Say out loud, I forgive myself with love. I forgive myself and free myself. I forgive and I free others. Um, that's why that ether cord was at the bottom of the deck right here. Okay, we met. Something ain't really what one of them expected it to be. Forgive him, her, whatever the case, the situation, and move on, cut it off, level up. So, yeah, it's like they wished for one of them wished for each other, or whatever the case may be. It just wasn't what they expected, and snippy, it had to be cut off. It's that's the relationship. That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's why you always have to be careful what you wish for. You have to be careful what you wish for. Yeah. See, I don't know the dynamics of their relationship or their situationship or whatever it was, but whatever their connection was, it happened. It didn't go the way they thought it would be, and now in order for them to level up, it had to be cut off. All right, these are our world today daily guidance oracle cards. And I just want to use these cards to see how they show up in each other's world, okay? So the first card is going to be for Eric and how Eric appears in Lily's energetic world, and vice versa, how Lily appears in Eric's energetic world. First card will be for Eric. Second card will be for Lily. Here we go. At the bottom of the deck, we have the therapist. Yeah. These two could still be cool. You know, if they had like, I'm not saying they're not cool because I don't know, but you know how you can cut people off and still be cool. If they wanted to be cool with each other, they could still be cool. They would just need like talk through whatever separated them or whatever made the relationship or the connection. Like I said, I don't know if they were in a love relationship, cool friend, I don't know. But whatever their connection was, it's no longer, but they can still remain cool if they wanted to, if they talk about what separated them, you know. Yep, number 15 could be significant. Look, spirit guide. We got the therapist and we got the spirit guide right here. Interesting. All right. So how does Eric appears in Lily's energetic world? And how does Lily appear in Eric's energetic world? Oh, look at there. Look at fire. At the bottom of the deck, we have number 37, and it talks about parenthood. Now, when I think about parenthood, I think about, which I do think that's another level up because you have to wear a different hat. But what I feel like, I don't know if they got kids or whatever, but what I feel like with this card, they had a lot of learning to do, okay? When it comes to connections, relationships, it all depends on their connection, their relationships with their parents. You know what I'm saying? It's going to determine how their relationship is with people, period. It's all about your environment and how you grew up, okay? How they grew up, rather, with parenthood being right here. So, what does this card say? Hold on, let me see. It says vaccination, verification, child. Yeah. This lady is holding, I never even looked at this card like this before, but she's holding what them damn things called? Immunizations, shot records. She's holding that. So, whenever I think about immunization, I think about taking your kids to the doctor, making sure they up to date on their shots and things of that nature. When it comes to using these cards to see how they show up in each other's world, it's possible that they didn't have, their parents or whomever to show up in their world and take care of them properly on some type of level. Sometimes people be like, well, my mom or my dad gave me everything I wanted. You know what I'm saying? They bought my clothes, they bought my shoes, they made sure da 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 da. But that's only financial support. You know what I'm saying? Was you there, you know what I'm saying, when I needed you emotionally? You know what I'm saying? Was you there when I needed you physically? You can buy me all the things in the world, but was you there when it really counted? That's like the energy that I'm getting. It would have been hard for them to show up for each other if it's something that they didn't know how to do growing up. They didn't see it. Something to that extent. All right, I'm sorry for going on so fucking long. But let's see what these cards are. What these cards got to say. So, how Eric appears in Lily's energetic world. The scholar. See, the scholar is all about teaching. The scholar is all, well, where's the book at? Number 10. This the right one? Yeah. It says answers, self-mastery, professional, lessons learned, adulthood. Isn't that interesting that we have adulthood and we got parenthood up here? Information, fact check, by the book. Isn't that interesting? We got level up right here, y'all. Remember when we started the reading, I said there was a level up either between both of them or as individuals. We got level up, educator, teacher, graduate, culture, illumination, sophisticated. So here's the thing. How Eric appears in Lily's energetic world. He taught her something. He appeared to be someone who taught her something. And I don't know what he taught her. Maybe it could have been something she lacked over here with parenthood. I don't know. But energetically, this is how he showed up in her world as a scholar. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who older in the situation, but it's really more about maturity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my fucking nose is itching. Yeah. That's how he showed up for her energetically in her world. He taught her something that she didn't know. He could have taught her something about herself. He could have taught her something about the world, but he definitely educated her on some type of level with fuck, damn it, fuck. Oh my God. You know what? I'm gonna have to leave Patreon out of this one. I totally forgot to start the recording. Fuck! Second time I've done this shit. Okay. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Patreon. Okay, so let's see how Lily appeared in Eric's energetic world. Ooh! Whoa! Damn! Wait a minute. See? Yup. Remember when I said when these two met? Damn, I wish Patreon could hear this shit. So, remember when I said when these two met, they were probably like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now that we done met, you feel me? You not what I expected. Listen to this. How Lily appeared energetically in his world. We got the catfish, yo. We got cat fucking fish. So how he saw her one way, you feel me, is not how he's seen her up close and personally. Personally, she was different. Damn, she was different. She was not what he had expected her to be. And he schooled her. He's fucking schooled her on some type of level. Now, is this schooling being, hey, you don't have to pretend to be something that you're not in front of me. Be your own self. I don't know. I don't know. But these two meeting, these connection, it was a miracle because she needed to learn something. Not saying necessarily he needed to learn something, but she needed to learn something about herself, about the world, about something. And only he could teach her that. And once he taught her that, cut the cord, time to go. So forgiveness on her end. You feel me? Um, this is crazy. I didn't expect this to come out like this. But it could have a lot to do with how she was raised with parenthood being here. What's up under there? The athlete, yeah. Um, yeah. It's almost giving me energy that I don't know his story, his situation, but however he was raised, they were raised differently. You know, when I saw athlete, I saw in my head like parents showing up and rooting for your kid, you know what I'm saying? Being on the sidelines, encouraging them whether they did good, like they won the game or not won the game. Um, yeah, somebody probably. I don't think her childhood was different versus his childhood. Something to that extent. You see on this forgiveness card, we got the two little kids right here. Got them two little kids right there. So she may have to, and it could be vice versa because I don't know them, but she may have to forgive her parents for something that she felt like they didn't provide or whatever the case may be. Like I said, they could have probably provided for her financially, but so many times parents drop the ball and don't realize, okay, yeah, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But what them kids really remember is the time spent, the hugs, the kisses, you know. They not gonna remember, all them fancy clothes and all this shit and that, cause you know what I'm saying. Those are material aspects. But anyway, I'm not gonna spend too much. Damn near 20 minutes on this. I'm not gonna spend that much time on it, but it says a lot already, and I'm only through two decks. Yep, catfish. She was not what he expected. Or it could be vice versa. And you know what? Shit, she probably didn't expect him to be the type of person that he is or was or in their connection. But let's use the tattoo tarot ink and intuition cards. I want to ask for 4 cards here. And I want to see if we can find out, the personality or the emotional energy of these two. Okay, so let's see here. The bottom of the deck. Oh, look at that. 2 of Cups. And we already know what the 2 of Cups is, They probably felt like this was a good connection or could have been a good connection, with the 2 of Cups being at the bottom. Is that 2 of Cups? Yeah, being at the bottom of the deck. I swear it just looked like the 5 of Cups to me. That's why I'm like, hold on, shit. But yeah, they felt like this was possible. I don't know if it was more so on their end or other people's end, but yeah, there was love here. What type of love is the question, though? Anyway, let's get 4 cards out here. The first card I want to be Eric's energy towards Lily. The second card, I want Lily's energy towards Eric. Then I want to know what attracted them to each other and what challenged them. Okay, so Two of Cups. Let's split the deck. Oh, look, I split the deck and we got the Strength card. Two of Cups and Strength. Yeah, they probably wanted it to work really bad with the Strength card being here, but what is Eric's energy towards Lily? What is Lily's energy towards Eric? I don't know, I feel so bad for them. I don't know why. What attracts them? I feel so down about them. Y'all know I usually be geek like I'm all like, what challenges them? What challenges them? I don't know if they connection was draining, because y'all know I didn't have my coffee. I have absolutely no energy for this reading whatsoever. I don't know if their connection was draining as fuck, but I don't know. But listen, look what we got. We got the Hangman. And the Hangman, we know, is all about looking at a situation from a different perspective. And even though we had the Strength card for these two with the Two of Cups, you know, it just, I feel like one or both of them had to take the connection for what it was. You know, let's read what the Hangman talks about. Turn right to it. It talks about delays. It talks about sacrifices and reversals. It talks about decisions put on hold. It talks about reviews. It talks about readjustments. It talks about abandonment. It talks about rejection and betrayal. It talks about falseness, restraints or boundaries, trials and caution. It talks about being in limbo, temporarily unable to move forward. Yeah. Shit, I don't even want to turn these over, because this is what's at the bottom of the deck right here. Well, let's do it anyway. What is Eric's energy towards Lily? The Chariot. He wanted to come towards her, so maybe he was the one who pursued her. Yeah. Yep. He wanted to pursue her. Let's talk about the Chariot and what the Chariot says. Journey. Talks about ordeal. It talks about obstacles. It talks about competition. It talks about high risk. It talks about ambition. It talks about discipline, conquest, victory. It talks about greatness and triumphs. The work of the will. Talks about right actions and prevails. overwhelming odds and sudden defeat. Yup. So he wanted to come towards her, but he didn't expect what he got with the catfish. Yeah. Mm. Well, let's see about her. What is her energy towards Eric? Okay. All right. So her energy towards him was rather fair. It was balanced, you know. We have the, did I show y'all the chariot? Um we have the 6 of coins. So let's talk about what the 6 of coins talks about. This is earth energy, and if I'm not mistaken, he is a Capricorn, and she is a Pisces. So even though this is Cancer, you guys, it's still water element. Okay, because we're talking about his energy towards her, Chariot here. Her energy towards him, 6 of Pentacles. So here's the thing. She didn't look at him as a financial opportunity, which I commend her for that, because sometimes people don't necessarily be looking for love. They be looking for the love of money. Okay? But no, that's not what she was on. Okay? At least that's not how it's appearing. When it comes to her energy towards him, good fortune, not good fortune, but good financial trends. It says on the up and up, right? Caring, generosity, charity, benefactor. It talks about paying attention, being vigilant. Okay. The bad part of this card would be desired illusions, envy, and jealousy, and paying debts, okay, or bail. That's not the energy that I'm getting when it comes to her. It was an even give and take. She wasn't looking for nothing from him financially. All right. Now, let's talk about what attracted them to each other. Exactly. Um, it furthermore with the miracle, the miracle card right here. Remember, now we got the magician. The magician is all about having all the tools you need to create whatever it is you want. Like I said, what attracted these two to each other was basically manifesting. You know what I'm saying? I want this. I wish for this with the magician. Boom, bada bing, bada bang. That's just it's that simple, y'all. For real. That's what it was. The magician. It's funny to me. All right, let's go on over to the challenge though. What challenged these two? Did I show y'all that? I'm sorry, y'all. My fucking brain is fucking fried. Somebody like hot dogs. No, it ain't me because I don't eat pork. So, well, not all hot dogs are have made with pork, but you got beef hot dogs, but I still think there's a little pork in there. I don't know why the fuck I said that. But anyway, what are their challenges? What challenged them? The High Priestess. These two done got 4 damn major arcanas. Number 4 could be significant to their connection. This is what challenged them because the High Priestess is all about deep knowing, and this is what the challenge was. They knew right away that this was not gonna work. So it's like trying to figure out how to cut that ether cord before things get real ugly and out of hand. That's what their challenge was. They knew, one of the two of them knew that whatever this connection was, whether it was romantic, business, friendship, whatever their connection was, whatever their relationship was to each other, they knew it was not going to be what it was. So the sooner we disconnect from this, the sooner we can level up, okay, move away from it, go on to the next phase in our life. So that's what the challenge was, wanting to split. You know what I'm saying? When I say split, I mean just go our separate ways without it being so much drama or something like that in it. Like nip it in the bud, get to the bottom of it. Is we doing this or is we not doing this? Okay, we're not doing this, so let's go. I don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste my time. Let's just go. You know? So that's what the challenge was, trying to figure out how to disconnect, knowing that this ain't finna work for whatever reason. All right. Let's go over to the high priestess right here, you guys. Okay. So, and I'm thinking it's more so on her side. Okay. She probably knew right away that it wasn't gonna work with the high priestess coming out. Hell, it's funny. He created it. I feel like he created it. He the one who made it happen. But she knew it wasn't gonna work for whatever reason. Where? So the high priestess talks about deep knowing, intuition. It talks about intelligence, foresight, understanding, wisdom, education, devotion, mystery, inspiration. Okay. The last word of the high priestess is the unforgiving. And remember, we had soul forgiveness, and then for this to be the last word on here, unforgiving. Yeah, I feel it was more so on her end, knowing that it wasn't gonna work or whatever, simply because she was probably more than likely dealing with some things. And I don't really feel like he judged her too much on that. I kind of feel like he understood her better than she probably understood herself, which is rather rare. Like I said, I don't know who's older, but it kind of seems like his energy is coming out more mature than her energy. I don't know. It's just how I feel. Okay. All right. So these are the wisdom of Tula. And I just want to ask for two cards. Two of them. I just ask for two cards. We ain't got to, prolong it. I want to know what lesson Eric triggered in her, vice versa. What lessons Lily triggered in Eric, So first card, what lessons Eric triggered in Lily? At the bottom, at the bottom of the deck, we got play. Let's talk about it, because I've never had play. I hadn't had these cards for like 3 years, and I've never came across this card, not one time. But we got somebody sitting down playing marbles. That's what it looked like. They sitting down, look like they playing marbles. And we all know marbles is a childhood game I played when I was a kid. Even though I don't think I knew what the fuck I was doing at the time. Thinking more about jacks as opposed to marbles. Yeah, I'm thinking about jacks, not marbles. But anyway, it's still a childhood game. Um, but let's see what play talks about for these two. It says, like so many of us, Tula is a kid at heart. Aww. See? Still enjoying the simple pleasures of games of childhood. See what I'm saying? It's something about his childhood versus her childhood. Something about the way he was raised versus the way that she was raised. Childhood and revealing in the joys that they provide. She particularly loves to play a good game of marbles, including the visual experience of their upcoid beauty in that satisfying auditory auditory click that results when they bump against each other. She relished the moment when she shoots her marbles, totally focused on her goal. She doesn't care if she wins. She's just enjoying the fun. Damn. When was the last time you undertook something solely for the pure pleasure of it without an agenda or need to achieve a secondary purpose? If you choose this card, Tula message for you is unambiguous. What the fuck is that? You need to make more time and space in your life to play. Using childlike focus will all we all possess as children, where time seems to stand still as we become fully engrossed in whatever we're doing. Children have a remarkable ability to become lost in whatever is before them. They don't worry about multitasking or feeling they should be somewhere else, doing another thing. As adults, we often lose our ability to observe in unstructured playing, which is quite important to our overall happiness. Instead, we judge our experiences of play, even evaluating our performance in the midst of what we should be experience of unfiltered delight. If you choose this card, it is reminding you that stress may be overtaking your life, that cultivating judgment-free play is necessary antidote. Whether playing a game, riding a bike, coloring, baking cookies, or enjoying a favorite kid movie, find an activity that provides uncompromised joy and pure abandonment of you and engaging in it often. You deserve to play. Make it part of your daily life starting with today. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. One of them was able to be a kid, and one of them was not able to be a kid. Bottom line, bottom line, is something about the way that these two grew up. Bottom line, one of these was able to experience being a child, and the other one wasn't. Flip the energies if need be, but I'm really thinking it's more so her than him. Okay. Um, yeah. She she doesn't know how to let her hair down without worrying about being judged. She doesn't know how to be in the moment and just enjoy it. Everything has to be perfect, you know what I'm saying? Remember, the card says without a secondary motive. If we're going to play this game, let's play this game. Don't try to. I'm talking about real life games. I'm not talking about like bullshit game. I'm talking about let's be in this moment. You know what I'm saying? In other words, not for the gram. You feel me? Not for the gram. Let's just do this just because. Let's be in the moment. She don't know how to do that. She don't know how to be in a moment. She don't know how to enjoy it. Everything is so serious, but that could be because of how she was raised or something. And like I said, I'm not saying it was something missing. It was something missing. Like, She could have had the money, the financial support, but it was something else that was missing. I don't know what. But yeah. Anyway, let's keep it going. So let's see what lesson Eric triggered in her. Kaleidoscope. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Play in kaleidoscope. Most of us get introduced to kaleidoscopes when we are kids, and we look inside of it and see the different colors and shapes and all this and that. Wow. Can I get one card, please? What lesson Eric triggered in Lily? What lesson, please, Spirit? Damn, I want to turn it over. Bad mama. All right, so the second card is going to be what lessons Lily triggered in Eric, okay? Hey, listen. We got Maestro. Maestro is all about orchestrating something, right? It's funny that Maestro would be here, and we know what a Maestro is. And then remember, I was just saying it while I was doing their cards. So we're talking about the triggers, and I'm thinking about that goddamn violin. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's see. What lesson Eric triggered in Lily? Ooh, balance. See, and that's what it's all about, because balance is all about being able to. Okay, so you know how sometimes if you watch a lot of tarot, they be like, it's all about spirituality and practicality. So it's all about the world, and it's all about the worldly part, and it's all about spirituality and being able to balance them out. When it comes to what lessons he triggered in her, he wanted her to be able to find balance. Remember, we talked about being a child at heart and all this and that. He wanted her to be able to be herself and enjoy life. And some way or another, she wasn't, it's coming off as if she wasn't able to be herself and enjoy life at the same time. You see what I'm saying? And that was triggering for her. He triggered that in her. That balance. It's coming off as like, don't try to fix me. Because remember, he's showing up as the scholar. She's showing up as the catfish. In actuality, he just wanted to help. But sometimes, if we feel like there's nothing wrong with us, I don't need your motherfucking help. Okay? Fuck you mean. I don't need nothing from you. It's the 6 of coins. I'm not trying to get nothing from you. You know what I'm saying? We on an even playing field. You feel me? Yeah, but on what level, though? It's levels to this shit, And the crazy thing about it is, it almost seemed like He was just trying to level her up on some type of level. He was just trying to level her up, like, really. But like I said, when people feel like there's nothing else for me to learn, or like I said, I don't know who's older in the situation, but you can't teach me shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you mean? So that was triggering. Yup. Yup. So now let's see what lessons Lily triggered in him. Ah! Let's talk about it. We got to read this. Circles. Okay? Circles. What lesson Lily triggered in Eric is circles. It's funny. Oh, there you go. Let's go over to it. Here we go. It says circles. One of man's oldest and most important symbols signifying our never ending eternal nature. Never ending. Circles is just like cycles to me. And when we talk about what lessons Lily triggered in him, and I think it is always trying to help a motherfucker and assist a motherfucker and teach a motherfucker some shit, and a motherfucker don't want to listen. Remember I said I feel like all he was trying to do was help? And it gets to the point where, you know what? Why am I study going in circles trying to assist a motherfucker when a motherfucker don't want my help, when all I'm trying to do is help? That's why I said, if I win, you know what I'm saying? Maestro, hit it. Okay? But anyway, without beginnings or ending, it is a ultimate symbol of our innate completionist. It said a cross inside a circle embodies the four primary elements. Ooh, earth, air, fire, and water. The basis of the basis, yo. Look at this, y'all. The basis of balance. I bullshit you not. There it go right there. Look. It says balance. The basis of balance. You feel me? Balance. It's crazy though, to me. Listen, a circle inside a square, like Da Vinci, like Da Vinci's or Vitruvian man symbolizes man's connection to both the physical and the astral planes. See what I'm talking about? Remember, I said practicality and spirituality, physical and the astral planes. You feel me? Circles represents consciousness and spiritual world. As a circle encompass all spaces in time, Tula lives her life according to the natural rhythm around her, defined by unstoppable flowing of the day into the night, the constant turning of the seasons, and even the gentle rawness of her kindness and compassion. Tula well understands her circular, eternal nature. She perceives the soft turning of those circles, reminding her to gently move through her day without resistance and sharp edges. This card has presented itself to you to the flow with the natural cycles the natural circles and cycles of our own life. Decide to become part of that continued flow by becoming less resistance to life running around you. This card also invites you to soften your nature to be less angular and round any point edges that keep you from deeper relationships with others, with yourself. After all, what is the shape of a hug? What is the shape of a hug, y'all? It's triggering that everything he was trying to do is it was all it wouldn't matter if it was her or anybody else. He wants to help, but sometimes people don't want your help, and that could be triggering to him because it's just naturally what he does. It don't matter the season, it don't matter the night, it doesn't matter the day. This is just what he does. He wants to do. And it's triggering when what's the last word? What is the shape of a hug? I just want to help you. Let me help you help you. What to say? Help me help you or some shit like that. That's all he wanted to do. Maestro hit it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I get it. Oh, I get it. A whole lot. And that's why when I turned that card over doing pre-shuffle, it's all about level up. I'll read Maestro. I'll read it. Where the book at? I'll read Maestro. Why not? Here we go. Our life is a symphony composed of many different players, cascade in the timbre of different instruments. We are composers of beautiful music, sometimes loosely constructed and filled with kappa capononi. What the fuck is that? And discordance, and other times flowing a well organized plan around a central melody. The members of our orchestra often change, some leaving our ensemble as other takes a seat to join in our ethereal composition. Ain't that some shit? Ethereal. And the ether chord, cut it off. Tula. Oh, somebody just called. Tula knows she is the maestro of her orchestra. As they play, they work. She is all as they play the work. She is always composing thoughts through her choices. She leads her orchestra, the central player in her life, as a skilled conductor, as the performer, her lovely composition. Her expertise is evident not only in the music she invokes from her players, but in the creation of her lyrical work. She wields her baton, the symbol of a consciously created thoughts, as a focal point of the orchestra to follow, and so they do. At all times, she is aware of her role as the co-composer with spirit of the music she is bringing forward. In selecting this card, you are encouraged to continuously take the podium to lead your life orchestra, skillfully mending together different symbols, rhythms, players, and making something beautiful. Your thoughts, your attitudes, your beliefs, your acts, and your choices. Write the score that is your unique symphony, by exercising the skills and knowledge of maestro. You can both compose and conduct the music that is in your life, crafting something new that is 100% you. Our life's music is a must, so raise your baton, bringing your inner maestro to bear, and let your lovely melodies spill forth. Enjoy the resulting applause from your angels and your tender soul. So basically, what it all boils down to is there's gonna be a different many people that we meet in our life, players. People gonna come in and take a seat. People gonna come in and leave. People are in your life for a season, whatever the case may be. You take all of that and you make it either something that's gonna orchestrate and be something beautiful. Why am I doing two? Because it's only like one. Do they ever have two? I think they only have one. Um, you're gonna be able to make your music orchestrate something beautiful or something ugly, because you're always gonna have somebody entering in and entering out. And it's kind of like those people who make music. Um, a lot of that be based on what they're going through in their life during that time. So usually when a motherfucker is going through some bad shit in life, you know what I'm saying? They make a bomb ass motherfucking album, LP, whatever. They make a bomb ass, you know what I'm saying, album. But when they all happy and shit and living their best life, you know what I'm saying? The music hits differently because they feel differently. But they audience is so used to, you know, them being in such a era. When they do something different, they be like, I ain't feeling that, you know. Where's the sad motherfucker who brought that bum ass music? Now we got this. Ain't that weird how shit is, man? That shit. It sounds ass backwards because it is, man. That because it is. It's weird. Anyway, let's use the hip hop queen oracle cards. And I just want to know how Eric shows up and how she shows up. Okay. So, let's go. Mystery. Oh, mystery. So, they both showed up as mystery to one another. And the reason why I say that is because I don't think she thought he was who he was, and I don't think he thought she was who she was. I think they both expected one thing and got probably the opposite. Versatility. Look at that, y'all. Yep. So, first card for Eric. What is his archetype? How did he show up? How did Eric show up? How did Lily show up? I think that's a pretty name. You know what's crazy? I think the name Eric is about the ruler. I think that's what Eric means. That name Eric, no matter how it's spelled, I think is Eric means the ruler. Why the fuck did that just come to my head? All right. So at the bottom of the deck, passion, Sazaya. Yeah, I call her Sazaya. My kids call her SZA. I like, no, her name is Sazaya, but passion. Okay. Remember, we had those two of cups. I said they have love for each other, but what type of love? Okay. On what level? So let's see about him, the archetype, how he showed up. Damn. And see, that's why I said the ruler. That's why I'm pretty sure Eric means the ruler. But look, the way he showed his archetype was the brat. Everybody know the brat. Everybody know who the brat is. but the energy is rebelliousness, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really know if it's rebelliousness. I think it's more so, um, as Eric, I believe, don't quote me on, but I believe Eric means the ruler. The ruler is the ruler, you feel me? Remember, he showed up as the scholar. You you can't teach me nothing because I already know everything, but I could teach you something. So some people could find that as being bratty, being spoiled, acting like a know-it-all, you know what I'm saying? But he showed up as the scholar, so maybe he knew maybe just a little bit more than she did. I don't know. I don't know. But she probably looked at it as, oh, you spoiled, you think you're this and you think you're that. And he probably looking at it like, what? The teapot calling the kettle black? Some shit like that, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. What about her? How did she show up? Both the same, one and the same if you ask me. Innovation. We all know Missy Elliott was not the ideal type, you know what I'm saying? She was different. When she popped up on the scene, she was different. And people loved her for that. These are wait a minute, they were cool. The Brat and I believe the Brat and Missy Elliott was cool, you know what I'm saying? I think remember I said these two could be friends as long as they sit down and talk about, you know, what put them in the position that they were in. She's showing up as innovation, and him showing up as the rebellion is I think is perfect, and it's very fitting for their connection that they had. So I'm not gonna put too much more energy into that or whatever, but yeah, I feel that's pretty up to par. Let's see the Brat. There we go. Let's see, y'all. Did what it say? It says activity. It talks about rule breaking. Look at that, rule breaking. Didn't I say Eric is the name Eric is the ruler? Yeah. The ruler can break the rules. Y'all can take time out to read that if you want. You know, because I'm not finna read all of that. But if you are the ruler, you can break the rules because you the one who made them. You feel me? Let's go over to Missy Elliott. Come on, Missy. There she go. Oh, see, but didn't I say they both seem to be like the same with innovation being here? Look what we got. New ideas, groundbreaking. Okay, you want to make the rules. Well, I'm going to go a step above you and I'm going to move your shit out the way and I'm going to come in and make some new type of rules. You feel me? With groundbreaking right here. Okay. Inventive, creative, abstract, okay? They say there are three sides of every human's personality: the side you show the public, the side you show those close to you, and the side only you can see. That's what it say right here. That's what it say right here. When you're trying to make moves towards self betterment, sometimes the path travel and the options you may explore may appeal to the side only you can see. It says, take a cue from Missy and be bold in showing that side. So, what if it includes some oddities? Some oddities, y'all. Get your freak on and work it out. When you focus on you and not who may be watching you, you never know who will be inspired to follow you in pursuit. See what I'm saying? If she was okay with being able to show every aspect of her and not be so judgmental on herself, she would have more people follow her and be inspired by her for showing her real self. You see what I'm saying? Let's go over to him with the Debrat energy. It says, toss your rule book, or at least hide it for now. It says, you've been living with the safety on for too long, and a pull of the brat card suggests it's time to bend the rules a bit and take more risks. When we get consumed by what if, we are about to do something that only seems drastic in the eyes of those around us. Oh well, let them write your behavior off as another tantrum, but this time taking your own lead will pay off. Be the brat proudly. Don't matter what nobody say and how they feel about it. Do you? Do you? And I feel like he definitely did him, because somebody taught him to be who you want, who you are, and don't hide that from nobody. People may not accept it, people may not understand it or approve of it, but what they say, that sounds like a personal problem to me. A lot of people aren't comfortable showing who they truly are. And it's fucked up that it's hard to pretend to be something that you're not. Like, it takes a lot of energy to be something that you're not. Like, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? If we go to work, you feel me? Yes, we put on that professional hat. You feel me? But then you got some people who go to work and they don't put on that professional hat. They the same person, shit, at work, at home, by themselves, around family. They the same person. You know what I'm saying? But them people are being true to themselves, you feel me? And not true to whatever everybody else may think. You know what I'm saying? They know how to reel it in, but they still going, yeah, I just heard something pop over there. They still gonna be themselves, you feel me? Damn, I just heard something else pop. That's weird. Yeah. So why not? Why not just be yourself? Like, man, be yourself. Don't wait until you 60 and 50 to say, well, you know what? I think I want to be myself. But be yourself in your 20s, in your 30s. Shit. I don't expect you to be yourself as a kid and as a teenager, because you're still trying to find yourself, you know? Anyway, these are the, what the fuck is this? Oh yeah, these are the Moonology message oracle cards. And I just want to know what cycle they're entering. So this is the same. Like, I'm not pulling individuals. I want to pull these cards for them as one. Okay. So I want to know, what cycle are they entering, and what emotional tests they face. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we got watch for a sign. Okay, take a breath. Okay, take a breath. Watch for a sign and take a breath. So, can I get 2 cards? Can I get them back to back, please? What cycle they're entering, and what emotional tests they face? This is the cycle. This is the test. Jeez, really? Watch for a sign. So, here's the cycle. Oh, well, lo and behold, they both are going through their own transformation. So, watch for a sign. I think the watch for the sign is for those who actually watch and pay attention to these two. Watch for a sign. So, when it comes to these two dynamics, these two and their dynamics, they're going to change a little bit with transformation being here. Okay. This is the cycle that these two are entering, whether they know it or not. This is literally the cycle, a cycle that they're entering, and it's a transformation. Now, transformation is supposed to be good, but depending on what level you on is going to determine the outcome of that transformation. A lot of times we fight with ourselves and don't want to go through the transformation because guess what? If I go through this, I'm going to lose this person, or this person ain't going to like me no more, or I'm going to lose myself if I go through this transformation. Bullshit ain't about nothing. Okay? Let's be clear. Bullshit ain't about nothing, all right? Now, during this time, during this cycle that they're going to be entering, what emotional tests will they face? Ooh. See, that's why I said sometimes we fight it and sometimes people don't, and they just do it. If they don't fight it, the emotional test that they will face, celebration. The 3 of Cups is normally about celebration. This is the oracles here in celebration. This is the emotional test that they will face, being able to celebrate. But you may not be able to celebrate with your normal social people that you're used to associating with, because sometimes you lose people when you go through your transformation. Yup. Remember when I had did the reading earlier with these two? We had the 2 of Cups, but we also had the Strength card. Watch for a sign. When you go through your transformation, you have to have strength. Okay? You have to. Because everybody not going to want to see you level up. Everybody not going to want to see that transformation. Because that means you leaving them. And instead of them looking at what you're doing as something positive, they look at it as something negative and try to make you feel bad about this change that you're embarking on. But in order for progress and evolvement, you have to change. But it's all about what that change look like. Either you're going to change for the good, the better, or you're going to change for the worser. Yep, I said worser. My kids be like, Mom, worser is not a word. In shade fucking world, yes it is. Now either you gonna change for the gooder or you gonna change for the worser. Okay? Yup. So let's use these cards right here. These are the hidden truth oracle cards. And I want to know, what is it that they don't say? What is it that Eric hides? What Eric hides when it comes to the truth about Lily? And what is it that Lily hides when it comes to the truth about Eric? At the bottom of the deck, I left when I saw you with someone. Okay? And I don't react when people mention you. Here we go. First card. What hidden truth about Lily? What is Eric's hidden truth about Lily, please? Just being near you is intoxicating. Okay, listen. This is funny. Because remember when I was like, I just feel so drained when I was doing that reading earlier. I was like, I just feel so drained. Now, you know, sometimes people be like, I'm high on love. That could be intoxicating on a good level. But we're talking about the hidden truth, Eric's hidden truth about Lily. If you're high on love, and to the point where it's intoxicating, we're looking at this as a good thing. That's not something that you're gonna hide from that person. You're gonna let them know that. So this is what he hid from her. Just being near you is intoxicating. Like, your energy is rubbing me the wrong way. You know, it's draining. You know, intoxicating is not good. It makes you want to throw up. Okay? He wouldn't tell her that, though, because he has a heart. Okay? What about her? Ooh, look. And at the bottom of the deck, remember, just being near you is intoxicating. We both know I'm not the one for you. They knew this early on. Whatever the connection was, they knew it early on. You speak to me through music. Okay? So, if that's the case, what is Lily's hidden truth about Eric? What is Lily's hidden truth about Eric? Oh, she want to keep stuff to herself. Y'all better tell her I'm gonna get it. She better stop playing. I'm gonna get it. That's how we want to play. You don't want to tell me? What's up with that? I thought we were cooler than that. What is the hidden truth, Lily's hidden truth about Eric? You better, girl, because I was finna come for that ass. Don't play. Girl, you better recognize. She better recognize, y'all. Ooh. No wonder. No wonder she didn't want me to know. Because guess what? Her hidden truth was, ooh, my nose. Oh my God. Sorry. Oh God. So here's the thing, y'all. This is why she want to play with a nigga like me. Listen. Her hidden truth is, I knew exactly what I was doing. That's why she didn't want to give me the fucking card. But y'all better tell her Shay gonna get it about you. I'm gonna get it about you, girl. Y'all better tell her, she better recognize. Her hidden truth is she knew exactly what she was doing. Whatever that is, she knew what she was doing. So here's the thing. She probably knew she was draining towards him. You know what I'm saying? She probably knew everything that he was trying to do for her, and she went totally against it. She probably knew exactly what she was doing. It says it right here. I knew exactly what I was doing. Weird. I lost myself for a little while. Yeah, I bet. And you thought I wasn't gonna find that ass, but here we are, dog. Anyway, let's use the cosmic insight. I want to use these cards right here to ask about the underlying energy between these two. I want to know what energy drives their connection, and I want to know what energy complicates it. So what makes it go, and what makes it stop. Okay. Open up your heart. It will help you attract more love. Being closed off for whatever reason. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. Naturally, right? Whoa. Can I get... I don't know if I should take that. Can I get 2 cards, please? What energy drives their connection? Whoa! What energy complicates it? All right. This is what I'm going to do. We got some interesting cards here. And I'm not going to clarify it because I just don't have the time. But we have Gold Digger and we have Health. Okay. Now, the Gold Digger card talks about they want your money and being used. And then we have health. Health issues could arise, okay? So what energy drives their connection is the fact that, remember early on, I said that this connection wasn't about money. He recognized that, she knew that she's not with him for the money. He's not with her for the money. That's not what it was. That's what drove their connection. Okay. Now, what put the brakes on it? What made it complicated? Health. Health issues could arise. The health issues that could arise was the stress level of the relationship. Okay. That what pumped the brakes on this connection was the stress of it. A lot of times relationships, connections end because of gold, people feeling like, oh, you just with me for my money. Oh, you just with me for clout, whatever the case may be. But no, that's not what their situation was. At least via these cards, that's not what their situation was. But pumping the brakes on them health issues, yeah, because I'm not finna allow you to stress me out. So we're going to nip it in the bud, and you go where you go, and I'm going to go where I need to go. That's it. Patience. Just a few more months. Good things comes to those who wait. It's at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Whew. We got, Jesus, I can't believe it's going almost into 2 fucking hours, man. Almost. It's almost going into 2 hours, you know what I'm saying? We almost done. We only got 4 more decks to get through, y'all. Okay? Kipper. All right. I'm going to ask for 3 cards. And what I want to know via these cards is, I want to know what external influences affect their connection. I want to know what path their connection is on. And I want to know what outcome energy surrounds them. What is the outcome and energy that surrounds them? At the bottom of the deck, we have number 22, and it talks about official person. Wow. You see how I be saying, that's why I be doing the pre-shuffle like I be doing it, because these cards always play off of each other. It'd be so trippy to me. Official person, and now we got bad health. Didn't I just say what pumped the brakes on this connection is the stress level? Bad health, official person. Health issues could arise. You not finna stress me out. I don't care who you is. For real. Can I get 3 cards, please? Can I get them back to back, please, Spirit? The Kipper cards. Whoa. Well, that one want to come out. So now we only... Well, damn. So, message came out, number 7. And then we have great fortune. And we have pathways. Depending on which way they go is going to depend, which path they take is going to determine what their great fortune is. And great fortune doesn't always have to be money. You know what I'm saying? It's like abundance. Some people think about abundance and they always think about, oh, it's money. But you could be abundant in so many different ways. Right? But this path right here, you know, and we got message right here. This is something that they need to be mindful of, especially with this transformation, because they finna go through a transformation. And believe me when I tell you, what's after here? Ooh. Yeah. We got great fortune, we got courthouse, and we got privileged lady. Over here, we got pathways, we got imprisonment, and we got expectations. Yeah. So, message. We gonna keep message, and we only gonna ask for 2 more cards. Okay. Whoa. See, great fortune want to come on now too. You stay in there. Get back. Now. Don't you start with me, cards. Now, y'all ain't act up all morning. Don't start with me. Shoot. So, what we already got external influences that affect their connection. We got message here. So, what path their connection is on? We know it's on a path because we have path right there. All right. And as far as the outcome energy surrounding them, we could go with the great fortune, but no. We're finna see what these cards got to say. 1 and 2. And what's at the bottom of the deck? Yep. It's finna be some type of ending with the coffin here. But in order to have beginnings, you have to have endings. And I think this transformation is going to be big for hopefully both of them in a positive way. But if not both, you know, I like to see somebody win. You feel me? All right. Let's see here. So we have message. Um, when it comes to the external influences affecting their connection, we got message. And I rarely read the Kipper cards and what they have to say. I just look at the card and the number. But because it says message, we gonna read it. Because they said I had to, god damn it. Okay, I didn't want to. It says, the original coordination of this card is a pleasant message. It's generally good news unless the challenging card below you, it may also be something you're in denial about or refusing to hear. Here we see a writing desk with a lovely antique brass foam, a fountain pen, and a heavy crystal inkwell. A hand holding a telegraph message. Still, in its envelope, inside the letterbox, we see different kinds of written letters: business, calling cards, folder letter, an envelope, etc., etc., etc. It stands for all forms of messages, communication, phone calls, text, emails, documents, notes, papers, etc., etc. As it is the seventh card, it represents 7 days or 1 week. Okay? Now, depending on the card that's next to it, it's going to depend on what this message is all about. We already know one or both of them are definitely going to be going through a transformation. Watch out for the signs. Something could happen within 7 days or with a week from now. All right. So let's turn over the next card. Okay. What path, okay, their connection is on? Mature. Ain't that about a bitch? Only reason why I said ain't that about a bitch is because we have 7 and we have 6. Okay. And number 6 talks about mature woman. All right. So there could be something, some type of message, something when it comes to their connection, something to do with a mature woman. Okay. This could be either on his end, like a mother figure, business manager, somebody, or vice versa on her end, because whoever this mature person is, it has something to do with their connection when it comes to the path that they're on. That's why message is here. This person is vital to either her situation, Lily's situation, or his situation, or hell, maybe the both. I don't know. But let's see what the outcome energy that's surrounding them. Ooh. So look here. We got 7, 6, and 3. And we got 19 over here, y'all. When it comes to the outcome energy surrounding them, although, did I show y'all mature woman? Did I even show y'all a message? Although this is the marriage card, I'm looking at this. Ooh. No, that can't be right. How come? Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. I was hoping that message was for me. So when I woke up this morning, I'm talking about, you know, when you wake up and you can't really talk because your voice ain't caught up to the fact that you up and it's time to speak. I literally jumped out the bed, bro, sis. And I started saying, it's a beautiful day. We looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I want to marry you. See, I thought somebody was thinking about marrying me. But now, with this marriage card coming out, it's crazy because I'm not looking at this card as a marriage card, but because we talking about what outcome energy is surrounding them, um, and that song by Bruno Mars, I think I want to marry you. Damn, I thought that message was for me. Oh, fuck. But one of these two could be getting ready to have some type of commitment, whether in a relationship or whether a business contract or something to that extent. Something is about to end. What the fuck? Oh, y'all ain't finna believe this shit. Y'all ain't, okay. I don't even know how the hell this happened, y'all. I don't know. Let's look at this. Look at this, y'all. I moved coughing. And remember I said something finna end? In order for something new to begin, I said some type of commitment in a relationship or some type of business contract or something with marriage being here. But peep this, y'all. I don't know how the fuck this card got in here, y'all. I honestly, I don't. But look at this. Look at this, y'all. We got 2 goddamn message cards, y'all. Now, I got 4 different goddamn Kipper decks on everything I do. But I don't know how the fuck 2 message cards end up in 1. So, I think this message is for both of them. I mean, we're talking about both of them. So obviously it is for both of them. But what I'm saying is that goddamn card shouldn't have been in there. But it's weird how it just showed up, y'all. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm taking this bitch out of here. And then we got community after that. I cannot believe I got 2 message cards, y'all. That's crazy. I have to look at it like, what the fuck? I got to find out which Kipper card that goes in. That's crazy, y'all. But, wow. So, yeah. There's definitely finna be some type of ending to bring new beginnings. Like I said, either a relationship is finna go to another level, or they're finna get ready and sign some type of contract, some type of something, making some type of choice, some type of partnership, or something like that. Okay? That was mad crazy. Hell, said watch out for a sign. Hell, that was definitely a sign right there. 2 motherfucking Kipper cards in 1 deck is crazy to me. That's never happened before. Alright. Anyway, let's go to the signs of the times here. Alright. I just want to talk about the future energy between these 2. I want to know what their connection produces, and then I want to know what their future dynamic looks like. Achievement. Somebody finna achieve some goals or something. Hopefully it's both of them achieving what they want in life. Succulence, resilience. Yep. What is their connection? Oh shit, y'all. Okay. These motherfuckers get a lot of cards, bro. Energy, energy, okay, their connection produces energy, baby. Okay. Wow. Followed by joy, followed by enlightenment. That's major deep, y'all. 36, 30, and 27. I want to read it 27, 30, and 36. Yeah. So it seems like she's about to find some type of joy in her life. He's about to find some type of enlightenment. And it feels like their energies are both on a good level. Or will be on a good level. What's at the bottom of the deck? Protection. Yep. They protected, or they need to make sure they stay protected with the evil eye. Because, like I said, whenever you're happy and leveling up and going through certain things in life, everybody won't be happy for you. You know? It's a beautiful house. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I want to marry you. Just say I do. You know you ain't right for that shit. Yeah, well, what you gotta do? I said it. I love me some little Bruno Mars with his little short ass. All right, here we go, y'all. I should have read it on Bruno one day. No one's requested it, but maybe I should just do it one day. Anyway, let's look at the, these are the Ask Yourself Tarot, and I just want one card. And I just want to know, what is the real nature of their relationship? What's the real nature of their relationship? The Queen of Pentacles. What situation in your life do you hold value to? Wow. Listen to that. Oh, wait a second. Let me put some pimping in it. Isn't he a Capricorn? This all of it, but it's still Earth energy. And it says, what situation in your life do you hold value to you? Do you hold value to? I feel like this cat has a lot of values and morals and things of that nature. You know, I don't know him. I'm just going off of the cards and the energy, but yeah. Oh my God. Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. What situation in your life brings you financial wealth and stability? I cut the deck, y'all. This is very rare. This is auspicious. I learned that word yesterday. I done heard it, but I had to say it yesterday. I cut the deck, y'all. And we're talking about the what is the real nature of their relationship. Isn't the king and the queen a couple? Not saying that they are a couple, but we're talking about the real nature of their relationship. This could also be a partnership. I'm just saying the fact that I split it like that, and we're talking about the core of their relation, the real core, and for us to get the Queen of Pentacles first and then the King of Pentacles. What situation in your life do you hold value to? Queen of Pentacles. What situation in your life brings you financial wealth and stability? King of Pentacles. Isn't that wild to do that? And, you know, we're talking about the real core of their relationship. And for a couple to pop up is mind-boggling. Okay, not bad, you know. Not bad at all. All right, Spirit, let's do it. What is the real nature of their relationship? Nah. Aw. Look at the little tinker tinks. Okay. This is Cancer energy with the Four of Cups. She is Pisces if Guga is right. Don't hold me to it if Guga ain't right. But what offers or opportunities is being presented to you that you may not be recognizing? And I feel like when it comes to the real core of their relationship, there probably was some opportunities that was being presented to her. But at the time, with the Four of Cups, you know, she maybe wasn't trying to hear that or accept that when it was being presented to her, you know. So that's what it was all about. An opportunity came into her life to show her something. Whether she was ready to see it or not is two different things. Remember, we got the catfish right here. Don't forget about the catfish. It's at the bottom. Wow. I turned the deck over, y'all. Look what we got. Remember, we just had the King of Pentacles. We had the Queen of Pentacles first, and then we had the King of Pentacles, and now we got the Empress, y'all. What is growing and evolving in my life that may need attention? This situation here, I told you, he wanted things to work with her. He did because he wished for it, but it just wasn't what he expected, you know. But they could still be cool, partner-wise, friendship-wise, if whomever they're in a connection is in would be cool with that. They could still be cool and develop something big, you know. With the end, this ain't no lightweight right here. The Empress ain't no lightweight. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to establish something with her, with Miss Lily, but she wasn't ready. Maybe he wasn't ready, but you know, I don't want to put it all on her. I'm team female all day, but the cards is saying what the cards is saying, or at least that's the way I'm reading it. Y'all know I'm a little different. I'm gonna read shit a little different than everybody else, but hey, that's what makes us different. Okay. Being ourselves and not everybody else. All right, so last card to close out this message. What is the final message? What is the universe's final answer about Lily and Eric? Reconsider. Reconsider. It's at the bottom of the deck. Reconsider what? Oh! Really? I think that's why he said he really wanted something with her. Look at this, y'all. I said reconsider what? Romance. It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something fun to do. Hey, baby, I think I want to marry you. Just say I do. Some shit like that. I did do it. I swear I did it. I did it. And I'll do it. Just say I do. I can't help it, y'all. Like, for real. Alright, so what is the universe's final answer about Eric and Lily? See, if you believe, just like he believed in that miracle and wishing for her, if you believe, okay, crazy. Look at y'all. If you believe. Then I turn the damn card over. No. In perfect timing. Wherever the fuck that's supposed to mean, bro. I thought I would show y'all that. So that's what I have. I cannot believe it's 2 hours in. That's what I have for the reading regarding Eric Ruiz. I know I fucked his name up. And Lily Rowland. Yep, anybody can request the reading. I always say that because it's the truth as it stands right now. Anybody can request the reading as long as I put my little eyeballs on it. You're in the queue for me to do your reading. The next reading I will be doing is, what is it? What's the next reading? Okay, the next reading will be Jenny Kim. How does she feel about hate and body shaming and slut shaming? Listen, man, somebody asked for this reading. That's the next reading coming up. Okay? Shout out to everybody who requests the readings. I appreciate you as always. I thank you. I have to remind you guys that I'm still a baby in this, so I'm still learning. I'm not perfect by far, but I don't think I'll ever want to be. But I'm still learning, and sometimes I have my hiccups and things like that. So just grow with me. Let's just grow together. I'm still learning. I'm still evolving, but it's fun. You know what I'm saying? Come on, so just grow with me. Let me crawl. You know what I'm saying? Before I have to walk and run and giddy up, little horsey. You know what I'm saying? Give a nigga some time to get her shit all the way together. But in the meantime, I do enjoy this. I have fun. Little do y'all know, y'all introducing me to a whole bunch of people I didn't even know that was out there like that. As y'all know, I stay in my little rock. I stay to myself. And yeah, y'all helping me with my skills. Little do you know. So hopefully y'all get something out of the reading, and I get to work on my skills. I should have been doing this shit a long time ago, but you know what? Everything happened for a reason. I was distracted. Yep, I was distracted real bad. But now that I'm not distracted, I'm back focused, and I appreciate y'all helping a nigga out. Y'all don't even know y'all helping a nigga out, but y'all helping a nigga out. For real, y'all keep me focused. Y'all give me something to do every day. And that's productive, you feel me? So y'all probably just think, oh, it's just that little tarot lady reading shit, but y'all be helping a nigga stay focused and in a positive way, and that's good shit. So you'll never really know, but now you know. All right, so I'm out. Thank you. Shout out to the person who requested the reading. I appreciate you, and I thank you, and I'm out.